Hello and welcome, G.I. Joe Classified fans. One of, if not my least favorite figure in the whole line is Barbecue. And one of the reasons that I don't like the figure is that we don't have an unmasked head sculpt. So I took it upon myself to find one that I liked. And this is the Star-Lord Chris Pratt head sculpt. And I have not altered it. And as you can see, he's got some grease marks on his dirty face. Unfortunately, the peg is not the right size, but it's a pretty good fit. Just a little bit of tack gives it exactly what it needs to hold in there and get it pretty solid, at least for taking photographs. So I feel like I finally have an unmasked head sculpt. I like the, well, it's a bit more than a 5 o'clock shadow. He's got a little unkempt beard, which seems like it might be appropriate for a firefighter. He's got a little bit of a furrowed brow there. Looks a little bit worried, but I know that typically in G.I. Joe, Barbecue is portrayed as Ginger, and this guy's close to Ginger. It's close enough for me. Like I said, I really like the detail of grit and grime on his face as a firefighter. You would certainly have that. And the head is not cartoony as some of those Marvel Legends head sculpts tend to be. And even a few classified head sculpts maybe have been delving into what might be considered cartoonish. But, you know, this is not a bad figure. It's really a cool buck, and surprisingly it's Destro, so it's basically a Destro repaint, which is interesting. Again, I just didn't really care for the figure because of the lack of an unmasked head sculpt. And Star-Lord, he takes care of that pretty well. I've had this on him probably for the better part of a year on the mainline Barbecue. Was he Cobra Island? Was Barbecue part of Cobra Island? For some reason, I want to say yes, he was. But anyway, I just wanted to share my solution for Barbecue, Mad Marauders Barbecue, not having an unmasked head sculpt. So another one that I'd really like to address is Wolf Spider. He's going to be tough because his ancestry is from India, and there are very few head sculpts available that fit that bill. So we'll be digging into that one next. Let me know what you think. Have you substituted a unmasked head sculpt